Hey, yo, what up? Welcome back. There's not a podcast. It's just my thoughts with Rob Markman. Now, I promised y'all that I was going to do a video on Alfredo 2. That's the new album from Alchemist and Freddie Gibbs. So we're going to do 5 things that I loved about Alfredo 2. We're going to get into a list. I thought that was a cool and succinct way to just talk about the whole project, all right? But first, I wanted to share two things real quick. First of all, you're going to see on the side of me, there's not a record there. I know there's not a record there. Please don't give me a hard time. I use command strips to hang my shelves and then put the records on the shelf. Maybe not a good idea. Usually the command strips work. Well, it came off the wall, took the paint with it. I got to, patch that up, sand it down, repaint it, put it back up there. I'll probably just screw them into the wall. I was just trying to avoid doing that. So it might be like that for an episode or two. Please don't give me a hard time about it. I promise you we're going to get another record on the wall. Another thing I wanted to acknowledge, I was on social media and Freddie Gibbs was, I guess, walking down memory lane and sharing some clips from a show that he did called Rap Fix Live. It was a show that I worked on at MTV News. Sway was the host. And one day, Gibbs, J.I.D, and Kendrick Lamar were guests. This had to be 2011. And they all did an acapella freestyle. So Gibbs posted some of that freestyle. I'll just share. Before we get into it, I thought we'd just share this gem. So I just share this with you.
Ain't gonna and get the up off the toilet stool. Been behind my tendons, I commenced to take these boys to school. Don't drive no yellow bus, but I got mayonnaise and mustard. Vogue ties, gold wires on my Chevrolet bucket. Now my transmission leaking and my wrist suspension squeaking. Drop a rock off to my geek, fix my and I'm out here creeping.
An understatement said that K. Lamar was under pressure. Don't press your luck when I press rewind. Cause when the press get this verse, they sure to press rewind. A president's prayer can save us in my cul-de-sac. Codeine, crack, and cognac. Enough violence to keep the devil smiling while we wildin' on the corner with the roasting rats.
Back like I never left. Ran really miles. I ain't have to catch a breath. Haters want me gone though, hoping that I catch a shell. But I'm God's child. Blessings is what I'm catching well. Even if you wish me the opposite, still wish you well. Home with my baby kids, gangsters, and dealers dwell.
So it's just a little bit of that showing y'all what's going on. I'll put the link to Gibbs' tweet in the bio. So if you want to check it out, you can definitely go check it out. But brought me right back because I worked with MTV at the time. I worked on that show behind the scenes, sometimes in front of the camera. So here's a picture of all of us. Sway, Gibbs, J.I.D, myself, Kendrick, my man Ramon Dukes, all the way in the far corner, man. So, it just took me down memory lane, and I was actually putting my notes together for this video for y'all for Alfredo 2 while I saw Gibbs post this, and it took me down memory lane, and just thought about how far we all came. So 5 things I loved about Alfredo 2. Let's get into it. First of all, the beats. Alchemist killed it with the beats, the beat selection, the way they all flowed into each other. I thought it was dope. I still love her. Ensalada, Empanadas, 1995, Lavish Habits, Shangri-La are probably my favorite beats on there, right? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's like 6 beats. I mean, I thought the beats were great, but those were like my favorite, man. I still love Ensalada, Empanadas, 1995, Lavish Habits, and Shangri-La are probably my favorite beats. But the production is really fire, the cohesiveness of it, how it really flows, that when you lock in with Alchemist, you're going to get a sound bed for 10 to 12 tracks, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. So he definitely delivered on the beat. Shout out to the Alchemist. The beats are my favorite thing about Alfredo 2. Ensalada with Anderson Paak is my number 2 favorite thing about Alfredo 2. First time I listened to the album all the way through, I wasn't even looking at the track list. I was just letting it play. And so from the start with the beat and just the pain that Gibbs was giving, just the verses, it stood out to me immediately for some reason. Because he talking a lot of shit. I mean, Gibbs talks a lot of shit. So he's talking a lot of shit on this album. But he be putting pain on tracks too. But, this comes early in the track listing, so I hear it. And when he's like, it's a lot of cold nights, hunger pains in this bitch. Water whipping on some cane in this bitch. Robbing when ain't shit to slang in this bitch. It's a lot of cold tears, hard times in this bitch. Murder can't stay off my mind in this bitch. Ain't no love, she gonna reside in this bitch. Waking up in cold sweats, I'm soaking wet. Ain't got the stomach or the mind for this shit. You ever had to work the dope line, see your homie mom stand in line for this shit? By the time he got to that line, I was like, man, you ever had to work the dope line, see your homie mom stand in line for this shit? So, right there, by the time he got to that line, I'm like, oh, I'm locked in with the emotion that he was giving on the track. And then the hook hits and Anderson Paak like shows up and takes the record to a whole nother level. Like when he comes in for the hook, it just takes the record to a whole nother level. Really, really completes the record. So this is my favorite song on the album. Like hands down, I think it all came together nice. And then just the cleverness of the song title, like it's a lot of pain on the track. Like it's a lot of, it's a lot of repeated all throughout the track. But they call it ensalada, like Spanish, the Spanish word for salad. So just clever, like still like as emotional as you could get on the track and kind of make you feel something. You can still have fun and the cleverness with it. So best track on the album to me, that was number 2. Number 3 is I put 2 songs in one because I couldn't choose, but I Still Love Her and Empanadas. I'm probably cheating here. I'm putting 2 songs as number 3 in one of the 5 things that I loved about this album. Ensalada is my shit for sure, but I think Empanadas as a record and I Still Love Her were standouts as well. I Still Love Her is kind of a play on Common's I Used to Love Her, where hip-hop gets personified as a woman. It's a record from, I believe, 1994 is when the Resurrection album came out. If you never, I know I'm a lot older, so if you're younger, if you never heard Common, I Used to Love Her, definitely listen to that record, classic hip-hop record. So kind of a play off that, but also a play off of Kanye from Gold Digger when he says, I don't care what none of y'all say, I still love her. So, I mean, you know, just from Gibbs's lyrics, fuck a rap, this a love letter. Pulled it from my heart, now my mind stay in the gutter. Homie said this rap shit was hectic. That bitch get full of pressure. I don't care what none of y'all say about her. I still love her. So it's Gibbs talking about how he still loves the rap game regardless of what it is. The whole song isn't personification, though. I don't want to kind of mislead you if you haven't heard it. The whole song isn't like this highly conceptual thing like Common did. It's just a couple of bars. It's just a piece of it. A lot of it is just Gibbs talking the shit, but the track came together really, really well. And then Empanadas, you know, dope song too. Again, another standout. Those are probably my top 3. I Still Love Her, Empanadas, but Ensalada is my favorite. And the beat selection, again, like I said in the beginning, is all dope on that. Number 4, am I up to number 4? Number 4 on the list of the things that I love about Alfredo 2 is J.I.D's verse. J.I.D shows up on the second verse of Gold Feet. He's never worked with Alchemist before. We've never heard J.I.D and Alchemist before. This is the first time. And, you know, the beat is this slow and soulful. And J.I.D starts off real calm. And then he really starts going crazy, but a calm crazy. You know what I'm saying? And when he starts hitting, he starts getting to this point in the verse. I'm not going to do this justice, but he's like beating the block with a heavy bass, damn, fleeing the cops, scheming on them in the ski mask in the summer inside of the city. Don't care if you see him or not, it's insidious. I'm in Italy with Sicilians standing on stage, no spitting soliloquies. I'm a sinner, my life is a cinema. Send me a script, I could be on the big screen. Just the S, the alliteration in that whole thing, scheming, ski mask, summer, city. You know, even when it's not an S, like Summer City, like it still kind of has that sound. Don't care if you see him or not, it's insidious. I'm in Italy, Sicilian, standing on stage, no spitting soliloquies. I'm a sinner, my life is a cinema. I'm a sinner, my life is a cinema. Send me a script, I could be on the big screen. When he got to that point in that verse and just started gassing up crazy, and then he does it when he says, shit bad, bitch. I might go insane like Howard Hughes because I could cop a plane like Howard too on the money chase with a wild goose. I ain't really phased. I follow through, going out in the blaze like Tower. He pauses. 2, talking about the World Trade. But the whole plane, World Trade, Tower, just crazy, man. Really, really looking forward to this J.I.D album. I think it's August 8th, if I'm not mistaken, is when that album is coming. I'd like to hear more J.I.D and Alchemist. Like listening to this, I'm like, oh, the possibility. Like, can they work together? Can we have an Alchemist joint on this new J.I.D project? I'd like to hear more of it. So that was my number 4, right? And number 5, the drama, right? The drama. My number 5 thing that I love about Alfredo 2 is the drama. Freddie Gibbs has never been one to shy away from drama. He says what he feels he needs to say. He's going to call out whoever, whether he's right, whether he's wrong, whether he's in the middle. Like Fred is just going to do what he's going to do. And us, the audience, we like to act like we're above it. Oh, but we listen for them shots. We listen for those shots and it gets us talking. if we're just being real. You know what I'm saying? On the album, Freddie calls out Academics and Gunna in a single bar. On Lavish Habits, he says, I'm still gonna squeeze Academics' titties, that fat bastard. Gunna dissed me and took a plea, he a rap bastard. So, Academics and Gibbs, they hold back and forth for years and years and years and years and years. So, Freddie still, this just clowning at this point, right? So I'm still gonna squeeze Academics' titties, that fat bastard. Gonna diss me and took a plea, he a rap bastard. He references drama with Jim Jones and separate drama with Benny the Butcher. Again, he does it almost like in the same type of rhyme. There's on Empanadas. He says, I gotta go home, my baby making empanadas. I gotta go home, my baby mama making empanadas. Gracias de nada. I'm blessing tables and saying grace. Smacked him in Miami. His boys jumped me. He played it safe. Bitches in Buffalo get the same thing. They was throwing plates. Limped away on his good foot, but he ain't bust a grape. So the smacked in Miami part, the gym situation was said to have taken place in Miami in December 2021 at Prime 112 in Miami, the restaurant in Miami, and there was rumors of a fight that took place. So according to these lyrics from Gibbs, smacked him in Miami. His boys jumped me. He played it safe. And then the same thing happened in Buffalo in 2022. There was a huge fight in Buffalo. I mean, ended up on TMZ and everything. The footage, was far away and looking through a window. But with Gibbs, it was out there for a show, I believe, in 2022, and got jumped by I don't know how many people was with Gibbs, but it was a lot more people on the other side and had to fight his way up out of there. And then a chain got snatched or fell or whatever it was. His baby mother was involved, right? So bitches in Buffalo, the same thing. They was throwing plates, slipped away on his good foot, but he ain't bust a grape. Benny had got shot in his leg and stuff like that. So, that's just the back and forth that's been going on between them for years. But he's referencing the 2021 fight and the 2022 fight. So, these things happened several years ago. And then on Gas Station Sushi, Gibbs throws a shot at Currency. And he says, ever since they showed my ultrasound, my mama blessed the child. Could have ran that Fetty by myself, bitch. I'm the best with Al. Fetty is the 2018 collaborative album between Currency, Freddie Gibbs, and Alchemist. They did that together. Little competitive shot, man. I know some folks who might not have the backstory are confused, because for real, it's like, yo, who this is Currency? Like, who this is? Like, Currency smoke his weed, drive his cars, and if you follow him more recently on social media and plays with his son, you know what I'm saying? Like just has fun with his son out here raising his child. So who this is Currency? I mean, maybe do I do a whole separate video explaining that? Do y'all want to see that? But if it's in reference to they did the album Fetty in 2018. Currency, Freddie Gibbs, and Alchemist. So he's saying, man, I could have ran Fetty by myself, bitch. I'm the best with Al. So there's that. I don't expect Currency to really respond. He's not, that type. But if y'all want to see a video about just that thing, let me know. I might do it. I don't know if there's much to break down there, but it'll be interesting if Currency responds. I will say this. I will say, that's rap. That's some MC shit. Like, man, even if you not super competitive like that, somebody still might throw shots at you. I don't think it changes. Again, the type of MC that Currency is. If he responds, great. I mean, if he doesn't, I don't think that changes our perception of Currency at all. We don't weigh Currency by that, but we'll see. But maybe I'll talk about that. But as far as Alfredo 2. Just to sum it all up, I think it's a cool album. I'm glad Freddie and Al came back together to revisit it, because the first one was just a game changer in 2020, right? Pandemic, like we really needed that, man. That was such a dope hip hop album and really defined and one of the best hip hop albums that year. You topped a lot of lists or near the top of a lot of lists. As a whole, the sequel is cool. I'm not like blown away by it, but it has some dope moments as I listed, like some things I enjoyed. I'm not ready to crown it just yet. I might need some more time with it. It just came out Friday. Or sometimes solid albums are just solid albums, and that's cool too. It'll be like, man, this shit is cool. Like I could dig it, but I might not put the classic. There's always this thing where something has to be classic or trash, and it's one or the other. And it's these two extremes. And sometimes it's like, nah, this shit is just a cool album. This shit is dope. I can ride to it and I'm with it. That's where I'm at with this album now. Where it ends up after time, we'll see. But I'm cool. I'm glad they revisited. It's definitely some joints on here I fucked with, but I'm not ready to crown it just yet. You know what I'm saying? But those are just my thoughts. I want to know about you. What do you think about Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist Alfredo 2? Hit me in the comments. As always, man, like, subscribe. Please subscribe. We're trying to get these subscribers up. All right? All right, until the next one. Peace. And give me a few. I'm gonna fix the record. I'm gonna get the record back up. Just give me a few. All right? Peace.